You might notice that there's a lot of hate directed at certain junglers in this video, and that's because I am a jungle main myself, so I know these types of people better than they know themselves. And as per usual, if you enjoy this content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to be updated when any of my new videos comes out. Alright, cool. You don't have friends in real life, but you do have friends online. Unfortunately, you're too depressed to care whether it's real life or online. You like people thinking that you're going to be important, then absolutely dropping off the face of the planet right after people think that you're going to do something cool and then never being seen again. You definitely think your champion is weak because you can't just jump into 5 people, get a 5-man ult, and then instantly kill all of them by yourself while being down 3 levels. I don't know what's worse, the fact that you're playing a champion with a built-in oopsies button, or the fact that you're playing him in a role where if you're anywhere near competent, you'll never be down in levels because jungle XP is ridiculously terrible right now. Somehow, despite being in the game for so long, despite having the same pathing for over 10 years, despite literally doing the same thing every single game, top laners will still forget that you gank them at level 3. You definitely think your champion is weak because you can't one-shot tanks that are specifically building to counter magic damage, but still think you're weak when you can kill someone with no magic resist that's 2 levels up on you and 2 items up on you. You have without a doubt tried to imitate his voice lines and then gone into a coughing fit because it hurt your throat too much. You're not as much of a bastard for playing him here as you are if you play him top, but let's be honest, you still are one if you play him at all. You definitely grew up spoiled and think that if someone isn't giving you everything you want for free, then they're being unfair to you. You probably also believe that you're the main character of life itself and that the world didn't exist before you did. You probably think you're God's gift to the mankind while simultaneously providing nothing of value to society. You also do not have friends. At this point, I straight up believe that every Hecarim main I meet is actually just Dantes in disguise because they're sometimes inhuman in how they play, but also inhuman in what they type because I've seen an actual novel in chat about how Hecarim wanted Lulu and I wish I could forget it. If your stealing of the enemy jungler's buff with your smite level 1 doesn't work out, then you don't know what to do with yourself for the rest of the game. If your red buff to mid lane level 2 gank doesn't work out, then you don't know what to do with yourself for the rest of the game. You're just the worst type of human being, aren't you? You just hate the idea of your actions having consequences. You watch a metric fuck ton of anime, and if you use the Odyssey Kane skin, you are definitely the type of kid that Naruto ran in elementary school. Don't try and deny it. You think people like you, but nobody does. You will throw the game at Scuttlecrab to try to get your mark, or you will 1v9 carry with absolutely zero in between. You think it's cool that you spent a quarter of your life learning how to do cool mechanics instead of making friends. I'm sorry to Dumbs and all my other Lillia mains, but I'm letting out our secret. We're furries, it's true, we want to have sex with the dear Russie. I'm sorry, but it needs to be said, we are furries. You're like the Lorax, but instead of speaking for the trees, you speak for your teammates that didn't want to have another Maokai jungle and wanted to have an actual useful teammate. I don't know how your egos are so gigantic while playing this champion, but somehow Yi mains have the biggest egos out of any champion main despite playing a champion that only needs to hit one button in order to function. You think it's cool that you spent a quarter of your life learning how to do cool mechanics instead of making friends? I don't even think you exist anymore. Does anyone even play this champion? I swear to God, if you're not trying to be the next Kesha, then you're just trying to play Disco Nunu. You like being relevant in the early game only to fall off late game against every single champion. You only exist when the enemy team is full AD. You definitely ghost people if they say something in conversation that you weren't expecting. You only exist because Riot really wants Rel Jungle to work. I mean, they really want Rel Jungle to work given how many buffs they've given her. You think people like you, but nobody does. Nobody likes you, but unlike a lot of the other people on this list, you actually don't care because you know why nobody likes you and you're not going to stop doing the things that makes nobody like you. You're just crying and begging for Riot to rework this champion. You're probably crying because you're getting a rework soon, even though it is super necessary for him. You hate the idea of your actions having consequences. You definitely think that you're the most skilled player in every lobby you enter. Think. You just like the fact that this man is a little silly and potentially a little goofy and just want to troll in a non-toxic way most of the time, because sometimes you will troll in the actual toxic way, but it's okay because you're a little silly goofy goober type of dude. If your action comes with a consequence, then you're going to actively avoid doing that action. Also probably a Trick2G fanboy from even before the rework. Ever since the release of Arcane, you are a lesbian, regardless of if you're a girl or not. As someone who plays too much Viego myself, I know for a fact that you say his voice lines as often as you can, especially when you get a kill with his ult. You're sad that your champion gets nerfed for being good in pro play and literally not doing well in any role in solo queue despite being such a simple champion with such a low play rate. If your red buff to mid lane level 2 gank doesn't work out, then you don't know what to do with yourself for the rest of the game. You cannot enjoy League of Legends unless it actively involves ruining one of the team's enjoyments of the game. Enemy or ally, one of them isn't having fun and you love it. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is TheTarians, and I hope you enjoyed what your jungle main says about you. If you did and you have not already, go and hit that subscribe button down below to be updated when any of my new content comes out. It's going to be a little bit before the next video, which should be the honest truth about Furry if everything goes correctly, but I cannot guarantee it will come out before the next Skin It or Skip It video that goes live with patch 13.14. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!